Jose Antonio Vargas is behind a new documentary premiering tonight on MTV, YouTube, Facebook, and the MTV app simultaneously for the first time ever on the network. So instead of going to the black community for answers about racism, Vargas speaks with people who generally don't openly discuss it. He spoke with white people.
So we're doing a film for MTV on what it means to be young and white.
Okay.
Okay.
If you say the wrong thing, then suddenly you are a racist.
I'm trying to be careful here.
I don't want to offend people. You kind of get this feeling that things belong to you.
I'm getting uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable.
Hey, this is great. Let's get all uncomfortable together.
Jose Antonio Vargas, the filmmaker of MTV's White People, joins me now from New York. So, Jose, you are stirring up some controversy, and you are getting some criticism on Twitter. I want to read for you a tweet that we saw and then get your response to it. So, AJ tweeted, "I love Jose generally, but education about white people's feelings is not the way to educate."
I think it's really important. You know, we can't really talk about race and racism in this country without including white people in the conversation, right? I was stunned to hear when reading these statistics that 4 out of 5 young people don't like to talk about race at all. They feel uncomfortable talking about race. They think it's the ideal to be colorblind, to not see race at all, but they don't want to talk about it. And I would argue that we are where we are when it comes to Black Lives Matter, when it comes to immigration, when it comes to these issues that are racially charged, because we don't talk about it. That's why I thought, for us, making this film and focusing on what young white people think about race and their own identity, that's why we decided to go down this route.
Okay, so there was another thing that you pointed out that was very shocking to me. So we hear this assumption about college scholarships, and that a disproportionate amount of those college scholarships go to minorities and not to white people. But you point out that 69%, I'm sorry, this is benaid.org points this out, 69% of college scholarships actually go to white people. And in the film, that was really surprising for one young girl who you spoke to who had great grades but wasn't able to find a scholarship.
I have to say, by the way, you know, in talking about that specific issue with a lot of young white people across the country, in many parts of the country, what I've found is most of them actually believe that. They actually think that people of color like me, get more college scholarships than white people. Now, how did that happen? You know, that's why I thought it was really important for us to focus on one story and try to figure out why she thinks that way. And then, on camera, actually correct her, right? In a very, I thought, you know, gentle but constructive way. And then she says, "Oh, maybe I'm wrong," right?
Yeah, and
so
her friends,
that's
I love
really
that
important
moment
to have
too.
that conversation.
Yeah, I love the moment also with her friends when they realize that too as well. So for the first time, MTV is releasing this documentary on TV, YouTube, Facebook, all at the same time. First time in network history.
Yes.
Why did they decide to do that with this project in particularly?
Well, again, you know, I mean, we're focusing on millennials, right? I mean, hopefully people are going to tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. They can actually tweet questions at me starting at 4 p.m. Eastern, hashtag #AskJose, if they have any questions about the film. But I think a lot of young people are going to watch this film. I know my nieces and nephews are going to watch this film on YouTube, on Facebook, on the MTV app. That's where they're going to watch it. Yeah. So I'm really, you know, proud of MTV for making that decision.